one thing that kind of plays through my head is something that was said the other day while I was injured, and it's kind of now that everything's happened and I've had the time to meditate. And all I keep thinking back to is how obviously I thought I was like 104 years old. I found out I was actually around 2,000 years old. And now one of the gods has come out and said that I'm older than them. And it's starting to play on my mind and be like, who actually am I? Like, what is going on?
Glad you picked up on that one. Anyway, lovely.
So we've had a night.
Had a night, full rest.
Okay, I'm gonna summon back my elk. I'm also gonna talk to Regis. Just gonna sort of say, you know, if you're not aware of the Rock Knight, I'll make you that and just say you should
Yes.
keep tabs on it.
While everyone is gone, I will be keeping an eye on all citizens of Itrasis, sorry.
There's a good chance that they're not on good terms with Jeremiah. If Jeremiah makes an enemy of the Rock Knight,
So I will have some secret conversations with the citizens of the town and perhaps try relocate him in a nice way. I mean, I doubt he'll be kind. I can do.
like a pet.
But I wish you best on your journey.
Thank you.
I will do what I can from here.
He's seeing you in Jason.
And then just like every day while we just Itrasis. It's Wakanda, basically.
Yeah, nice. So, okay, lovely. So is everyone ready to settle out?
We love casting spells.
Lovely. So as you journey through the desert,
Yeah, I mean, you're traveling with a stranger, so if anyone has any like questions,
I was
to
going to
ask
say,
me.
what conversations are going on before you reach? You have a day and a half.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
imagine.
just David said wanted to.
Yes, so
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. Yes, feel free.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
first journey together. I feel like a real part of the team. I love it.
Right. Certainly good to have your prowess.
I do have prowess. You're right. Sorry, what do you want to talk about?
So, what did you say to the Rock Knight? Remind me.
I didn't really. I just tried to distract. Bach and I are probably the most dangerous group in this region. Well, I guess in Alvier. They can remove a mage's spells and prevent them from ever being able to use magic again if tried in their plane. If wronged, magic is practiced. The only group unlock the capability to do that, though, kind of makes them hypocritical. So, you know, they're not well liked, but I guess you could say they're important. I don't really know.
Did you think what you did yesterday is the reason they came, or would you expect more like
Well,
friend
there's
here?
multiple reasons for a Valknite agent to arrive. I don't think would, or they, yes, would have been here to stop someone, or they would have seen me or our new friend here and would have just launched into a flying rage. Well, they would have just kidnapped him, basically. And they didn't, and he just stared. So my thinking is he is a agent sent to our town to ensure that as we develop, grow, we aren't doing it through magic. So just something to bear in mind.
So if they came with intention of coming after someone specific,
Taking us, yeah. Don't wait around
well, that's
or ask. Quite scary, actually. They're
slightly
horrifying.
eases the mind. They're still, yeah.
Indeed.
Also, yesterday, was that a trailer?
Yeah, it was Etrilla, yeah. Or a vessel of Etrilla. And really weak. Don't know where she is or whereabouts. not been able to do anything really. So I was surprised she was able to answer the call. She owed me a favor, so
You called for
yeah,
a god? You a favor?
yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the darker gods owe me favors too, but they just don't call on them. So, or I can't call on their favors they call me. So, Healer was always a good one to have on side. So, yeah.
God.
Well, no god's truly good, but she's probably the best you're gonna get. So yeah.
As that as the follower of.
Yeah, I mean, every god, if you're so devout that you can't see every god's favor, then that's on you. But I believe that every god has their own reason for doing things, and each one is a representation of the natural order of the world.
You can be truly good. Still have example.
True. Philosophical, aren't you?
I both.
The most philosophical answer.
I believe. Well, I think therefore I am, so
As deep.
it is. But yeah, honestly, I wouldn't worry about the Vaknai, or, well, we should worry about Atrilla, because she disappeared and we lose a lot of life.
It would be a
So
true loss.
maybe next time you get back, I'll mention to Regis that we need to have spies out looking for a sign that, but
I
otherwise,
think if we could have worthwhile endeavor.
a very worthwhile ally in the Battle of the Gods, so. .com. Alright. Anything else you want to ask?
No.
Excellent. Next.
I'm going to be walking alongside.
I'm not a tree man. Over him.
You just look human, or actually
Yeah, no, I've sent a picture in the like. If you
Is that
look
like
at
around you all the time though?
Yeah, no, that's just a temporary because my module's still coming.
Yeah.
So if you look in the chat as well, I also sent I'll reset.
You don't always got those.
No.
So right now you just look like a.
Yeah, kind of. Not quite. I mean, I have green hair and odd, like, so the laurel on my head is a mix of like flowers and thorns. It looks like wood hair, like a normal person. And I'm also like 8. And there's like there's a weird like, I don't know, like weird like Roman, almost like superior stance about him. So you can probably tell that he's not quite human, but you wouldn't be able to place your finger on like what it is.
Oh yeah. So Doherty, you cast quite an imposing figure, but as well.
Yes,
This green was nature.
it's perhaps the charm of where I come from. We
Tell
are
me more about it.
currently Hijaki is a complicated one, you see, so it's split across factions who are kind of gunning for their version of Hijaki 4. I think that's the reason I'm here, if I'm honest. Quite frankly, I argue for a united Hijaki. One but their version is. Yes, I mean, it's just the problem is the main dominant faction here are worshippers of Irdor, if I'm not correct.
No,
Ilgog, sorry, they're different. They're more of a conservative. Other 3 factions, one in particular, they're not exactly a fan of them. A lot of arguing going on, and as far as I'm aware, and the reason I've come here, there are, I believe, variants.
Variants, yes. We've encountered a few.
We call them strangers. The strangers have turned up, and they all seem to have united themselves within the faction. And
Some would align with.
well, I don't know what they've said and what they've done, but I've heard for the reason grapevine quite literally, the factions are running for more violent methods. Stand up, and I fear battlefield for these free fighters.
Parents do need a limit.
Was a lot of.
It's a waste of such beautiful land. I mean, I'm not sure if the variants are directly to blame, but it's the only thing I can really think of.
An investigation. They all need to be got rid of. As you can see, the world is crumbling slightly by their presence. We have linked those two things.
I don't know
together.
anything about that.
Does that happen like regularly? Like that, you know, like the first session.
And that hasn't happened.
I was gonna say we haven't mentioned that.
Like I wouldn't.
You probably would have seen.
Right. Okay.
A full.
Yeah. Cool.
We believe more of these variants that we eliminate, stable will become. So that's our
Right. I mean,
mission.
I suppose. Yeah, I think that I got. I don't know much about them, if I'm honest. My relationship with a jockey is complicated, to say the least.
Nice. Anyone else want to talk to? No?
I'm still kind of just thinking from the night before as we walk along and stuff, and I'm kind of worried about what's happening because I just constantly, or at least I think I see like Barriston like turning around and just looking at me as if to say, "Why the you come with us?"
Yeah. Indeed. Lovely. Okay.
Oh shit! Sorry, I completely forgot. I
Don't
saw
have
that.
to.
I have a weapon. That's
Sounds very useful.
it is. No. I was asleep, and I was awakened. I couldn't tell what was going on. I saw nothing, but-
Extend my arm with my cup. Obviously, while as I'm drinking with you for the
Thank you very
conversation.
much.
Jeremiah falls back. Yo!
No,
Can I
Jeremiah,
get
fuck
some?
off.
As I walked into your settlement, I don't quite know their name, but sleeping man under Rassus. Sleeping man, and we have perhaps had a disagreement. But we've come to the agreement that safe I have. And when you have our elemental spirit as chaotic as that thing, it frankly fucking stinks to me.
Jeremiah turns around and speaks up walking.
Like I said, we've squashed the vegetarian beast, but I more had to check that he was full of hope. Something like that. Things have to stay in balance. About their siblings and co to keep a creature like that is comfortable. It's nothing malicious.
They incur a fight.
We call it a test of spirit, you see.
Of course.
I mean, if you want to put the point across the phrase, put your gold coins where your mouth is, you see. You know, that's how we say it.
Lovely.
But between you and me.
Slaps you on the back.
Lovely. So we arrive at the large gates of Banardri.
How long was the journey?
A day and a half.
So we'll get a long rest in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I can keep my second level spells.
We had a long rest thing anyway.
I know, I just didn't heal myself.
I needed another one for my second level spells.
Key point.
What do you mean another one?
For my steed. Because I used one on my steed.
Oh, I feel you.
The once packed city now is a desolate wasteland. The silence is eerie. The expected sound of demon wings or echoing screams is not heard. It's just nothing, like you are walking through a graveyard. Barriston draws his sword on me and sprints towards the gate. As he nears the behemoth, they swing open, almost waiting for him. Barriston, looking inside, pauses for a second before sprinting towards what he saw. As soon as he passes through, the gates begin to close.
I'm gonna pop on the out after him as fast as I can.
Yeah, and as you do the same, Jeremiah goes, "No, you don't!" and outstretch his hand, and a large glowing fist grips the door. And then you can should buy you enough time to go in.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get in front of Edmure so he doesn't run off.
Perfect. So you make it in just as Barriston does. Lovely. So we'll say we want to be here. Actually, yeah, we'll just put that map out. Lovely. So you're coming in this way. As you try to up, as you enter in. And as you all rush into Banardri, the gates slam shut behind you. And just as you are now surrounded by spectral thing that over and Barriston's streaming down his face. So sorry. And drops his. Then a spectral woman, proud, and her voice is almost soothing to everyone but what's your name again?
Dohalim.
Doverly.
Dohalim. Dohalim.
Doverly. Flay, you also.
I was about to say, because if it was the reason I thought it was also going to be her.
Doverly,
We just don't know her, I think, that's what it is.
Oh,
I think, anyway.
So, Rhysand and Ogbo, young, around her 30s, whereas you, a hideous old woman.
So she looks special to
Spectral, yeah.
transparent.
You join. Just join us, Mike. Join us. The voice hums as she face. Looks down at his sword, back to the wall, in it, and hands instinctively. Thinks back to the. Barriston rises up. Where's Ilya? Talk to your people. Spirit steps back and turns away, seemingly aging a decade. Then she eyes you, you and Jeremiah. Seems scared for a second, but composure. Silently snaps her fingers. Barriston's eyes. Ilya. Barriston sprints off into the. This is why I did not want to come back here. Mass graves are never ideal. Hold your nerve, I think. Demonic cursed spirits are powerful beings. You can't fight them or offer them a drink. But you can outsmart them. The spirit tilts her head and looks and springs forward and touches Jeremiah, whose eyes, instead of turning gold and back and Spirit looks down, but Jeremiah shuts his eyes. Now looks ancient. Like cups. Face. Wrapped with interview.
The immune to radiant.
Oh, you are unbelievable. What gave you a greater right to live than all of us? What is it that you want? Why is it that you want more than a city? She ranges between pure fury and eerie calm. Looks at no one should. The other spirits, there's the other collection, then out a cacophony of begging you to run, help them, kill them. Silence! And the others all disappear almost like.
Do I detect evil from it?
Is there any like
Okay.
echo? Or like
You can make out. You can do a. Everyone can make an intelligence check.
mine? Not. I feel like mine would be survival.
Well, what do you want to do?
It's more like the sort of recollection of memory because we like where I'm from. Like they just teach like a lot of weird fucking like because this is anti-druidic in essence. Do you know?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Yeah.
Survival.
Okay.
Survival. Yeah, survival or intelligence. Why would you do survival?
Because survival is basically.
No, I'm saying for Ogbar. I know why you're using it.
I got 15.
Intelligence.
I assumed that.
No.
I don't think monks know much. about
18.
ghosts.
Cool. You both know that this Balxi, they feed on living souls that wander into their unofficial resting place. Spirit.
Mhm.
To stop them, no more. They are not inherently evil, but they have a loss for them. Actually, Flair, you can
9.
total.
Yeah.
Lovely. And if you want to,
15.
perfect. So you know that this is Balxi. You know that they are immune to physical and magical. But there's a different way.
Can I do
I'm
an Arcana?
gonna-
Or is that to everyone? Or
Yeah, you can do it.
I'm gonna
just because I'm good at Arcana.
rub my hands together and under my breath. Actually, no. Rub my hands together, touch the ground, and make a prayer. And in this prayer, I'm gonna mention to the old earth and memories to remember their glory days of sunlight and grass. And I'm gonna cast daylight, and it's gonna fill the room, like the entire room, with like actual natural intense sunlight.
Okay, cool.
Like all the darkness will be dissipated.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. Just quickly before we talk about that, Ben found out through arcanic knowledge, and you can recognise that this is a curse, and it's based on Banardri, and curse will have a centre point, which will have had to have been placed at.
Okay.
But that's the only way. The only way to get out is to.
You gotta.
Yeah.
I'm asking
Well,
you.
Yeah. I just don't know whether now's the best.
But as that happens, so you fill the light with daylight.
Yeah,
and,
like it's D&D. There's different stipulations. It's not like it's actual sunlight.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
daylight. Yeah. And she does seem to like. I seems to take a breath before reaching forward and darting between every one of you, and in turn causes the world to change. You all had been by daylight, and you see as feel happy people and home they celebrate. Look down, and you're not the weird creature. You're regular. And yeah, it's over to you now what you want to do.
Okay.
You can see each other as well.
Yeah. Sorry. Threats of confusion. I don't know what's going on. I think that's my immediate response. Could be to cast detect on my eyes and to see if I can just sift my way through anything that's going on right now.
As you do that, I mean, it is magic.
Yeah, it's more so detect magic. It'll be like particular focal points.
Mhm.
So like, what is a missing, what magic, and then obviously it's meant to be what school, but no one actually follows that because no one actually knows the school of magic and D&D. So
Wait, so what were you searching for?
no, so it's continuous, and
Right.
it will show me what in the room is emitting what.
Okay.
And if someone's casting a particular spell, I'll know like what school
Yeah.
of. I won't tell me what spell it is. Like if someone's casting a necromancy spell,
Yeah.
necrotic energy will come off that particular person.
It's
if that
a
makes sense.
illusionary spell.
Right, and where's it coming from?
It's coming from mind.
Yeah,
So it's inside your eyes.
Yeah.
She's cast it spell on your body and your sight and what senses. So really, I guess it's in your mind.
Mhm.
But you feel like it's like almost like a VR headset as well.
Yeah.
I guess, except it's much more realistic.
What's the creature called?
Bowski.
Now that it's what? Sorry,
It's a Bowski.
Bowski.
Like,
Now
like
that
Mike Wazowski, but
Yeah.
Bowski.
Bowski.
Yeah.
Now that it's calmed a second, I'm gonna kind of turn to everyone, be a bit freaked at first because it's kind of like, especially when I look towards Ogbo because I recognise his voice, and I'm like,
What the fuck?
and I kind of go, guys, I think this is a Bowski. All I know about them from my training was that the only way to get rid of them is by closing some kind of almost. It's not a portal, but it kind of is for magic, and it has a focal point, but it has to be pre-placed in like an area which is ridiculously strong in magic, and that's the only way to stop these things.
Is the where we are now? But I mean, are we technically still in the same place?
Banardri, but
Exactly where we were standing before,
Yeah.
but not.
But we
the
can't
same.
see the beastie. Can I see the others?
I see my.
So you've got a steed, but you're just a bloke.
Yeah, except it is a horse, not an.
Just the horse.
I'm gonna.
So we all just look like real human.
Is everyone just kind of chilling for a bit?
Yeah.
Like, is no one really doing anything? I'm gonna take a bit of time to myself then. Hands on the ground and call out the old earth and memories again and cast divination. And the question asked, basically how divination works is I get to ask like a god or whatever a specific question, and you have to offer a truthful reply, but it can either be like a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Mhm.
So like kind of roundabout, not answering about answering it, do you know what I mean? And the specific question I'm going to ask is, I mean, you relayed to me that there's like a specific thing we have to look for,
Ask where
right?
the
Yeah,
source
that's
of
what
it-
Yeah, so
Right,
I'm going to
yeah.
ask. I'm going to ask where the source of this Bowski's power is. So
Are you
where we
seeking for a particular god to answer?
Well, it's yeah. Well, it's Gaia's. Because to me, we see Gaia as the entire planet. So I'm using like the Earth's memories of this creature. If that makes sense.
Okay,
So it's not based off what's going on now. It's based off the past.
yeah. Okay.
It's up to you who replies because I don't know.
Yeah. Here a more tricky, like more of a. So I can pick your replies, right?
I mean, yeah, but it would be
Gaia.
Gaia or Ilgon realistically.
Okay, yeah. No, it will be Gaia then.
Yeah.
And it goes. Place of magical power, the most powerful spell. Interesting.
No, I know, but in my head, I'm like that's pretty much just told me that it's in the city. Like,
Yeah, I know the answer.
yeah, no, they did. I know that's a problem with spells like this. Alright.
Wait, are we looking for an object?
Are you
We
going
don't
to relay
really
that?
know.
information?
What the fuck is there to relay there?
Well, the someone wants kind of powerful spell here.
That's valid, yeah.
Do I know where Edmure?
You just went straight ahead.
Trying to.
Have you relayed that information?
Yeah. But with a bit of hesitation, because I think I just don't really see how that's fake.
I kind
Especially because where I
tried
come
to-
from, like the fact that
history
someone's
check
casting
to
like
see
particularly
if-
powerful spells is like no
Yeah,
I
bother to
know
me, do you know what I
of
mean?
any-
Yeah, yeah.
I don't find that out of the
stories of-
ordinary at all.
powerful spell being cast on this thing.
I kind of look towards Ogbo and go, the throne room?
That's a good idea.